Okay, working on the knee shield. We're going to have your head that way, please, buddy. Okay, so knee shield. There's two majors, one minor, knee shield in front, knee shield behind. Knee shield behind, we'll deal with that a little bit later. That's probably an easier system to deal with. Knee shield in front. Okay, knee shield in front, there's three majors. Okay, knee shield high, knee shield low, and knee shield mid. Okay, so first of all, knee shield high is generally designed as a back take style. Knee shield low is generally designed as a sweep. Knee shield mid-range is to keep me at bay. Okay. I will cover these in a second just so, and their basics is not what it is. I am going to kind of move away a little bit from the leg lock game just for the point of it. Okay, side matrix style. Okay, so one of the biggest issues that we have is that I want to pass the guard, but I want to leave the front knee or the locked knee unabated, free. He can retract his knee to his chest, go back to full guard, etc. So like, you know, because I have no control of the bottom knee. So I do want to kind of get the knee squeeze. The downfall of that is while I'm squeezing the knee, I can't pass the guard effectively. So what we want to do instead is to think about it this way: is we're going to get our partner, so I want to create a gap on the inside here so that I can use the frame system. We're going to control the hips. The pressure is designed to keep my partner at bay. I understand that Rob's right leg would normally have a little bit of pressure on my trap leg, so I can't just stand up. Bearing that in mind is this: I kick my right leg, my trap leg straight, and I walk to my left, and that'll give me what we call the inside position. So now Rob can't retract to go to full guard or whatever like that. Because my weight's on the knees, if he tries to bring his knees to his chest to sweep, etc., I've got this really nice ability, and I'm not even trying to keep my partner at bay. So the concept number one is hold the hip, and I'm keeping pressure on the leg as well. This will stop the arm drag. If my hands just here can drag the arm, this is the back take and the sweeps. So by keeping the pressure on the leg, if it does drag the arm, it's got to actually beat his own leg line as well. Okay. Number two is this: I understand he's going to have the pressure, so my right leg goes straight, my left leg comes underneath and I squeeze. So even if it's folded over, I have the ability to hold the legs. So what I want to do is just want to make sure my chest is on the inside position from here. If they have longer legs, you might need to walk to your right a couple more times just to beat the knee line. Okay. So all we want to do is get to the knee line position. So we want to get to the position where I'm in front of his knee line with my chest. And again, so knee pinch, and I'm going to start with my knee pinch. Okay, hand onto the hip. Right leg, left leg, right leg, squeeze from here. Make sure my hands are together. So my right hand is grabbing my left wrist. From here, I'm not trying to step off the legs. Instead, I sprawl on the legs, put a little bit of pressure, squeeze to pass the guard. Okay, so head that way, please, sorry. Knee shield, just go. Control, knee squeeze, so my knees are together. Right leg, right leg, over the top. My right hand squeezes, so I get hold and squeeze. Trying to get my thumb up, so my wrist is on his TB band. I'm not trying to step off, instead, left leg goes long, right leg goes long, sprawl, clear, pass. 3, 2, 1. Rob's knee shield, and one thing once again is on the knee shield position is I don't want to give away too much the bottom knee where he can retract the knee and go back into full guard or triangles. On the same token, from here is I can put myself in a position that's harder, even if it retracts the knee, to be able to recover, guard and triangle. So if you think about it this way is, I want to pass the guard, I'll block the hip, and I step out nice and wide to the side. So even if he starts to recover the knee, like I've got this, it's so far away that it's hard for him to shoot the triangle, it's hard for him to shoot, maybe not Ryan, and to cover. So I'm going to do two things, and these are kind of done simultaneously. I'm going to create a space on the inside position, and I'm going to take the space away. I've got two ways to do this. We're going to go the first way is the simple way. Okay, so I'll post, slide 45 degrees backwards, elbow comes under, and I control. So now, I clamp. So I take the position once again where I've got the knee clamped. And what I want to do, it sounds really weird, is from here, is I want to take my weight over my partner to split him up. Roll my hip down, kick my leg, to be able to pass the guard. So I have to kind of create the space to take the space away, and this is off the knee shield. The higher the knee shield, the better for me. The lower the knee shield, it becomes a little bit more difficult, but you know, it's still okay. So first things first is, I'm not stepping here, I'm stepping 45 degrees backwards, and that'll create a valley for me to come under. Second, clamp the knee. I do like to come under, but a lot of times they're going to have their control where I can't get the crossface, you know. So if I can't get the crossface from here, it keeps a distance, I'm going to punch him in the head with my right hand, theoretically. And pass to the opposite side. So if the frame system's blocking me out from going to the left, I'll pass to the right. So here once again, post, 45 degrees backwards, back swing, clamp. Okay, I've got the head control, I'm good on the side. Can't get the head control, okay, so look, lift, so I'm at the end of the lever. Don't try and do it from underneath the knee, he's stronger here. So put it here. Now, if they're not flexible, I've got this really nice ability to split my partner up from here. Catch, so you can't turn him, can't continue to turn him. Switch and take the down pass. Would like to see it one more time? Yeah. So think about this way, knee shield. Create space by moving backwards. So right now it's very hard for me to get my elbow because of that. So if I go behind the knee, I can come under. This also means it's easier to put it up onto my shoulder. Now, first thing is knee clamp. I'm trying to get to the head. So let's just say that I do get to the head. I put my partners back on the ground by posting, sprawl, keep my leg long, and pass. If I've got the knee clamp and he puts the frame system, right, run my hand high, so it's at the end of the lever, come over. Push on my weight here, roll my body, step through, and control, keep my elbow on his face, because you can, or don't, up to you guys. From here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Obrigado. One thing that you're going to find is that if you're a small person that's got bigger legs, it's quite hard to put the leg up on the shoulder. So I've got kind of like a system that I like to play. So once again, so Tyrant's got the knee shield from here. You know, I'm going to turn you around just a fraction, so from here so everyone can see, so matrix style. Knee shield, so 45 degrees backwards, slide backwards, so I'm behind the knee line, come under. Now, what I find is that this is the issue. Sometimes that the leg just, like it's like, man, I'm trying to lift it. And the worst thing about it is, the more I slide backwards, the more he's going to kick me and the more he's going to get the sweep. Does that kind of make sense? So I'm putting myself in a compromised position by coming off the legs and taking my weight backwards. And anyone that's got good legs or strong legs is going to be able to move me. So from here, come backwards once again, post. Now, I'm going to go to the end of the lever, so I'm going to run all the way through to the ankle. And now I'll come forward and that will turn. So what I find myself is, if I'm trying to lift from mid-range, here, the knee's heavy. But if I contact it all the way to the end of the lever, this is definitely going to torque his knee to get to the position. Secondly, this is, I want to get behind the knee line. So I want to get behind the knee line to take the strength out. I'm seeing some of you, you're passing from here. He can retract the leg and he can move, quite a fair bit. So I don't want that re-pummeling. Does that kind of make sense? So once I've got to this position from here, and I don't want to go here, I want to go here. Because here my weight's either side. So if I come on this side here, I can re-pummel with my leg. And that's pretty much your pass. Plus, I'm straight into the forearm choke. So he's going to have to deal with the forearm choke, which means that he's not dealing with the guard pass. And again, so pretty simple is here, step backwards, so off the hip control, step backwards, get control, palm under as deep as you can, go, lift it up, step in, crush it. Take your hand over hip line. Watch this. Re-pummel my leg. Re-pummel my leg. I'm good to go. Head goes down and pass. So they're definitely going to deal with that. So they're going to push my arm, which actually gives me the control anyway. So the pass system from here is, I know that that's technically it's the end of 2 levers, end of 1 and end of 2 levers. But if you go leg straight, that's the end of the lever. So this is more what I want to be lifting. The second thing about it, and this is something that if you add into your jiu-jitsu game, becomes quite amazing, the controls that you have, is anytime I'm trying to lift my partner from here versus anytime I'm trying to lift from here, I get such a better control mechanic than here. You know what I mean? So I always do want to kind of go like so. Knee pinch, here, up, transfer, bop. Re-pummel to my leg so I don't get caught. Re-pummel, here. Good to go. Now, my choice is, if my partner's super strong, knee pummel, mount. So you don't necessarily have to take the side control. You can re-pummel over to mount with your knee as well. Just have a quick shot of that, guys. 1, 2, 3. Do that, Tony. Mr. Hume, on your back. Head facing the camera. So this is one of my favourites. So the knee shield from here, and what I like to do is the knee pinch first of all. So I get my knee line into position, knee pinch, and I throw my punch through, and I punch through to the ground. The two things I want to work on is, if you think about it this way, is the closer my hand is to the knee. So I'll get you to spin around just a little bit. The closer my hand is to the knee, the more powerful he is, because he can get momentum, yes, and start to torque me. The closer I am to the hip, the more that my weight's behind the knee, and the harder it is for him to move. So I see a lot of time people kind of go, I want to block the knee out, so they take the hand towards the knee, but I give them a lock, yes, okay? So I want to go towards the hip. Secondly, is this is, when I start this, I'm going to put my shoulder towards my partner. I'm not taking my shoulder away where he can go to his knees, etc., because once again, I've gone to the knee line. So, shouldering, okay. Number one, I do want a head pummel, but a lot of time from here, they're going to deny the head grip. So instead, I'm going to leg pummel. So my leg lifts up and swings on the inside to get the control. So I'm step back on the inside on the knee line. So, knee pummel, punch the ground, shoulder, leg pummel, here. Now, I've got a lot of control of my partner, but it's quite tight. Step. So once again, number one, bottom knee, control, so knee pinch. Number two, punch the hip and drive forward, so everything just drives forward. When I can, if not, here. Re-pummel, my leg lifts and goes on the inside of the knee line. From here. Drop my hip toe.
Sneaky wrist lock.
Sorry?
Sneaky wrist lock.
There's wrist locks in. Okay, so hip line, knee pinch. Okay, create space, punch the hip, not the knee. Shoulder, head control if I can. If I can't, here. Swing my foot on the inside, control. Okay, over, switch. Guillotines, everything from here, so it's quite an effective little technique. 1, 2, 3.